Okay. Let's see how this one behaves. Next quest. Return to Cauldron. Alright. Why not?
Need something?
Not really.
Yes?
Need to be left alone, if truth be told. You!
You found the letter. But why would Scholar Erincourt want it to be sent and lost? She commissioned the letter in the first place. It is above my station to question her. There is a higher plan at work. Please, stranger, find Erincourt and learn what is happening.
Well, I can make a guess where she is. Why is he...
What?
Fuck!
I'm very sorry. I'm just so busy with the extra work I've been assigned by Scholar Erincourt. Let's keep this brief.
Where is she?
She can be found in the Isles. Probably in the Basilica Nostra. She needs to be confronted with the information we found regarding the letter.
Why?
Fair enough.
Well, our fucking quest doesn't update. Okay. Speak with the merchants, why not?
Yes.
We shall speak.
I thought.
Speak. Speak, friend.
What now? A prospecting job. I mean.
Alright.
Greetings.
Merchants. I entered here before.
Yes?
Greetings.
I don't recall. No.
Are another one blown in from the desert? Can't say I'm surprised. Just nowhere else to run from the war.
Well, I'm not running from the war, I'm running towards it, but well. What can you tell me about the hospitality squads?
It's the corner one sweeps ashes to. It's the pen where one keeps the beasts. It's horrible and dirty and all we have.
It's home, you fucking emo. Home! Can you tell me about you?
Worked in Chloricon till the war pushed me from there, then left Erethel for Detir. I'm guessing the war's hounded you to this corner of misery too.
No. You're wrong. The war would lead me to Radir, not this place. Tell me about the city.
Walls of glass and buildings of clean stone. It seemed too good to be true. And for those that aren't rich, it was.
Yeah, being rich is awesome.
Travel
isn't it?
far.
Sadly, I'm not.
Gems for sale.
Hello!
Ah, and so our guest from the villa has come to my shop. Is there anything in particular you're looking for?
I'm looking for knowledge. Show your star.
I make my living as a gem crafter. I have a small stock of my own, but I can also perform sage crafting services if needed.
If needed. Really, Oliver, you're a sage crafter?
I used to make gems for use in a number of the Basilica's experiments. Just recently, I crafted a number of items to be sent to Alistar Tower.
Really? Tell me about that.
Oh, nothing special. Just a regular shipment of goods. Nothing out of the ordinary, anyway.
Then why fucking mention it? Alright, tell me about the city.
We have some of the brightest minds and best intentions you can find in the Feylands. It is lucky for all that we settled here.
Yeah,
You'll be back.
lucky for all. For all the sentients.
Yes?
She doesn't have a name. Do you have a name? No.
What?
Going to talk to the Raul. Talk to people with names. Aha. Read. The Arcadium. Every city must have a market, and Adessa is no different. But rather than something tawdry, dirty, and bustling, I vowed for the crafts we soul salad, gemcraft, potion work, book writing, we would house them in a building that benefits their grace and honor. And so I was determined to make the Arcadium a house of trade without parallel, a home to all the grandeur you might find elsewhere in the city. Once these buildings were underway, I felt confident to begin working on my next guild for this grand Silica Nostra. Okay. Silica Nostra it is. Hello.
Welcome to Seller's Emporium Alchemical. Gnomes seem skittish when you walk in, but I reckon it's a peculiarity of them.
Alright. Tell me about your shop. Is it profitable?
I've wandered Detir nearly all my life. There's a trove of reagents that can save your life, if you know how to use them.
Okay, let's see if he has lockpicks. No, didn't think so here, but... What about you?
I came to Adessa a few years back. Used to live up in Galette, in the Red Marches. A shame about what happened there, if what I hear is true.
I have no idea what you're speaking. So, you have thrived in the city?
It's a nice enough place if the gnomes take a shine to what you can do. I can make potions like their greatest, so I get to do trade in the Arcadium.
You know what? The commune in the Hospitalis Quarter demands you share your profits for the good of all the people.
I knew better than to think my prosperity would go unnoticed. It seems all my success helps others instead of myself.
You can improve lives. You can feel like a good person. Yeah, like you're helping the world be a better place.
Generosity is not something seen that often here.
Fool.
If not in my neighbors, I might place my trust in you. I'll donate to the poor, and why not to you as well?
Yeah, donate to my cause. It is the cause of all mortals, isn't it?
I'll be here.
What?
Idiot.
Welcome.
Alright, I think we're
You
done.
wish to speak?
Fuck me. And there it goes again. Okay. So speak with this merchant. It's close enough.
Yes?
Got the forge hot, stranger. If you need repair work for armor or weapons, I'm your man.
Yeah, man. Okay. The commune in the Hospitalis Quarter has decreed that you should distribute your earnings more equitably. So, what do you say to that?
Aye? And I suppose you're here to preach the virtues of helping my lazy neighbours. More like buzzards.
What if you were poor and you were begging in the streets? Would you not like to be helped by a friendly hand?
I've been there before. I know what life is like in the gutters. I'll pay my part, aye. But it's you that's more deserving, I think. Here's some coin.
Yeah, pay up, my friend.
All right, then.
Next,
What?
pig.
If you need anything before you head back out to Detir, you should make sure to look at my stock first.
The commune in the hospitalist quarters is seeking funding for the poor and the sick. Will you be so kind as to provide us with some of your wealth?
Share them with who? With... Oh, I see. It's not enough that I scrape out something for myself. You can't succeed in this city without someone coming to collect.
You can't be so selfish. Think of the children. Just think of their mothers. And the maimed. And the sick.
You mean it, don't you? You actually care about them?
No.
Fine. I'll give my part. And thanks for your compassion.
Bunch of idiots.
Please, come by again.
Yes?
How can they be convinced so easily to give up their well-earned money? For the good of whom? It's not the good of the people. The money is going to that fat bastard in the... in the second floor. That's where the money is really going. And to my pockets as well. They are just soft of heart and do not realize they have been played. They have been played like a harp, like a guitar. We have put our fingers in their pockets and janked all the money. Hello, Oblidia.
Welcome, stranger. There are always prayers to Mitharu, but few answerers, save those from Riddlemain. Have you come to help?
Yeah, I have already done that. But tell me about our... let's call him boss.
Riddlemain has much, but he understands that he cannot enact the change that could help us without jeopardizing all of our safety.
You mean jeopardizing his riches? Tell me about the god.
Mitharu is the great order of the world, who grants purpose and structure to all life. Mitharu and Riddlemain guide my work.
Alright. Do you like the city? Full of heathens?
The gnomes do not keep the faith of Mitharu. That much is enough for me.
So he believes himself not a prophet, a priest, a preacher, that's it. Have delivered the letter to Scott.
Esclagtina is a troubled man, but many are those who need redemption. Though he may have wronged, he must not lose his spirit.
He must not. Must not. I have secured donations for the poor.
Indeed. Mitharu smiles on a few, and it is their responsibility to share such providence. Your service will not go unrewarded.
Unrewarded. Alright, goodbye.
Be pious.
Be pious. You fucking kidding me? Alright. Wasn't I supposed to be fulfilling this quest already? I'm pretty sure. Okay. Yeah. Who gives a shit? Let's get out of here. He said do 2 of 3 and I shall consider everything finished. Well, I have done 2 out of 3. I'm not going to risk the anger of the Praetorians anymore. Not again, at least. Confront the Scholar Agincourt. Why not?
Yes?
Let's go. Where is Scholar Agincourt?
What?
No, she's down. Hey, this is not a Scholar Agincourt. Fuck me. Alright, let's read. The Basilica Nostra. What can be said about the Basilica Nostra that could do it justice? I raised the walls and created the ceiling, sure enough, but the shell pales in comparison to its contents. This is a true culmination of efforts, where we distill experiments and crafts and labors into theorems, laws, and axioms. There is where the divine transformation from experience into knowledge truly occurs. It is the portion of this city that I am proud of, that and the grandest of the Farum. Far up then. Where is the fucking scholar? Scholar what was her name? She must be here. Did I kill her by accident? I doubt it. Motherfuckers! Confront the scholars. Must be here, they must. Tricked again? Where else could she be? Fuck. Okay, let's go to a library. Ah, let's do a side quest first. That surely is not going to be an easy task.
What?
And more likely than not, it will end me. I'll end up sending me there. Anyway.
What's needed?
Fuck. There you have it. The servers. The Sabbath. Yeah, I will have to stop for a few hours and then come back later. It's just too fucking annoying. Alright. Let's read it. The Farum. The Farum would be the last of the building I would leave off to my beloved city, and woe fills me for being too infirm to see its completion. But here, in time, will be a center for old gnomes to have a voice to hear the words of the just kind Templars. Here will be the central pin that holds the city together, its heart, its soul. I weep to think I will no longer sketch plans and detail the stones that will form this city, but for you, dear reader, who has been fit to follow me through my journey in making the city, I leave a simple gift. There is a book hidden in the stacks of the librarian, dedicated to those that wish to master the art of speech, learn its teachings, and use the skill to spread the word of my marvelous city after I have passed Galenium Hemem. Great! Well, it was worth it, I have to say. Worth it. Worth it. Maybe not, I'm still well below 10%. Yeah. Well below 10%. Will be annoying occasionally, but
What's needed?
first pixelation, now dropping. Who gives a shit? It's always a problem or another. And what do you know? They
What?
would have sent me to a librarium anyway. I am worried about this scholar, whatever her name is. Where could she be?
Need something?
Okay, let's record the book and
What?
we'll take a little break to pour some beer. And I'll be back. Ah! Scholar Agincat! Traitor!
I've heard that someone was helping my subordinate, Corden. It seems he has lost a very, very important letter. While I applaud your diligence in tracking this to me, I'm sad to say that Corden's error is grievous. He will be punished for losing the letter.
Alright. Tell me about yourself, why shouldn't I kill you?
While my background lies in the study of magical acuity contextualized by race, somehow I ended up being a basilica liaison to the Domus concerning Fae and Alfar.
Uh-huh. So, maybe she was not trying to betray everyone, but testing the water, seeing if the other gnomes were willing to cut a deal with the Zuasa. It seems, or she is sick of dealing with the Alpha and the humans and she wants them destroyed. Who knows? Tell me about the Basilica.
It is the product of centuries of learning. Here we distill the experiences of our race into axioms, knowledge that future generations may live by.
You know you are in the library, don't you? Okay. What can you tell me about the city?
The scholars first found this crater, brimming with strange potential. In studying the area, more equipment than people came, until a city was born.
You requested the letter, why?
That is a half-truth. I requested the letter of Corden, true, but it was not my idea. That came from a higher source. The Templars have reached a tentative quorum regarding our stance in the war, but a cautious few requested I draft this letter. A Templar must be obeyed. But what can be done when they give conflicting orders? So I had the letter written, and Corden lost it.
Really? Well, that's much less impressive than to what I was thinking. But yeah. So, Corden will take the fall. And you will live forever happy.
Corden will not have me to fear. We will continue to employ him in the Domus, but his career will remain there, forever. I must say, this is unexpectedly prudent of you. I applaud your ability to set aside any convictions that might have clouded your foresight.
Yeah. I have no morals, then you
I see.
notice. You see, I have no morals, okay. I'm glad.
What?
Aha, Phasmer! Old buddy. Let me get back to you in a moment. Alright. Chapter 3 on rhetoric and its relation to fact. It is difficult to delve deep into rhetoric and the persuasive arts without first addressing the medium inexorable detachment from fact, or to put simply, that which is obviously true. Many of my colleagues in the Basilica Nostra are quick to dismiss the value of education based in the study of rhetoric for the simple reason that rhetoric emphasizes the form an argument takes rather than the basis of the argument itself. Any argument not grounded on hard, irrefutable facts is not worth being made, fought for, or upheld according to them. But there is a world beyond the syllogism. beyond the progressions of postulates and conclusions of these causes. And perhaps, most importantly, there exists people over whom the fact holds no meaning. It is in these times that the knowledge of rhetoric, stance, locution, and dramatization can reign. Another oft-given reason for avoidance of the study of rhetoric made by the scribes and aides of the Domus Politica is the insistence that knowledge of rhetoric might somehow corrupt or otherwise pollute the moral fiber of one that employs it. Surely such detractors suggest that such a marshal of financial power stokes the flame of ambition in those that wield it. So could the power of influence wielded by a rhetorician give way to equally rampant ambition? Against such claims I can only stand with a mouth agape. Rhetoric is a product of our enlightened minds. To compare it with martial authoritarianism or the practice of usury, to present it merely as another avenue for one being to express dominance over another, it is wholly absurd. True, rhetoric is a means to an end, but to achieve mastery over a rhetoric, one must open one's mind to a corpus of the finest works these lands have to offer. The Misgivings by Ballard Orwin, the Canus Kermis 25 and 1 supports, and internalize them. To excel at rhetoric, it is to be a worldly, to be a persuasive, to one must examine issues from all sides, and those that are easily persuaded by even an amateur might argue that they are asking them to be taken advantage of. Yeah, in light of such a statement, then, it is the understanding that rhetoric requires such a breadth of knowledge. How can my opponents presume to know that rhetoric will yield to corruption? How can a mind that has seen so much studied great works and diversified their perception to such ends fall to a base temptation? It is the pursuit of rhetorical ability, not in its own way a quest for self-enlightenment, and under such a view, how could we ever assume that such a person could succumb? Well, as you have, obviously. You have succumbed.
It's you!
Hello?
You wish to speak?
Okay, I'll be back in a moment.